Yeah, Wresolen definitely did deserve a buff, however, I might have went maybe a little bit overboard. I can't kid anyone, I went way overboard. Oh, Kalen, hopping into the first battle? Wresolen looks alright. I just gotta be really careful of Ventation and Metronet mainly. Okay, let's go for the Gargolem lead. I want some Babs down, although Valkyrie lead isn't super great for me, but if it starts setting up, I can just driving false it out, so I don't think it's too much of a worry. And it goes for Flash and Fleet, okay. Let's see what else you got. I mean, I'm getting a free layer of Babs down, so I can't complain. And it is Ventation. Burn up. Frick! I thought they didn't actually have any entry hazard removal. I forgot about Ventation. No. Well, I guess I'll just take my loss. Or they don't actually go for burn up. Maybe it's like Brace, Geyser, Battering Ram. I'm just gonna driving false it out, okay, so I can just deal with it later. And hey, we do its sharp edges, so nice. Garbant is actually great because it actually physically can't do anything to me, so practically here, I get a free empathize no matter what. My health is fairly low, my base health is low, so whatever I empathize, I'm gonna be doing some pretty good damage, and I'm gonna get a lot of health back. Okay, Garbantis just goes for Battering Ram. I am fine with that. Glad it didn't critical hit me, that would have been pretty scary, but yep. I got some pretty good health back from that, and we did a pretty decent amount of damage. I don't really see why I can't go for another layer of Barb, so I think I will. So yeah, but the Ventation is most likely running Brace, Battering Ram, Geyser, maybe Soft Water Len? Maybe it doesn't have Burn Up? Let's just hope it doesn't, and I'm gonna stack more Barbs up. Okay, Garbantis disappears again, and Ventation is back out once again. I don't really want to go for a nuller driving false because I don't really want to take more chip damage, but I think I need to get Ventation off of the field, right? Yeah, probably. I mean, I guess I could also just hard switch into Imperior, let the Ventation Battering Ram me, and take a trade. That also isn't a terrible thing. I mean, this is like the one thing like completely walling my Wresolen, so I think I actually will do this. Let me see the burn up. Nope, just Geyser. Okay, so I think that's like confirmation. They don't have it. They physically just don't have it, like 100%. I'm gonna go for a Dark Surge here. I could Batter the Ventation, but I feel like I would rather just Dark Surge it, lower its health quite a bit because they generally don't run much range defense. Nerfly, Geyser. I was hoping for Battering Ram to one-shot me from that range, but that's fine. I can still get the Ventation pretty low. Yeah, I mean, I could even flinch them. I'll definitely take damage on the Ventation. The more damage I do to this, the easier Wrestling's just gonna blow through it. So, yep. And yeah, Geyser, that might actually be enough to maybe take out the Ventation. Okay, great. I love that. Okay, I'm gonna go into Wrestler now. Might not be the super greatest idea, but it's actually set in my ass, so I'll take it. These are generally run as range tanks, so I should be able to just go for Rogue Assault. Even though I have got Frost Punch, Rogue Assault, I don't think they have any Spirit types, right? So I do mega damage. I could also go for a Bulk Up. Ooh, Bulk Upping does sound pretty nice, but I'm gonna go for Rogue Assault just to do massive damage immediately. And yep, Sedimaz is out of here. Okay, incoming Garbantis. I generally wouldn't be like too upset about Garbantis, but my defense has just got lowered, so I'm actually going to go for a withdraw into my Gargolem. I already know that I'm completely fine with this. Garbantis has generally run what? Poison, Brace, Battering Ram, and Body Crash. Gargolem doesn't care about any of those. And because we got rid of Ventation, which I think was their only potential like burn up entry hazard remover, I don't think they can get rid of entry hazards anymore, so I could go for a third layer? I don't see why not. And that is Valkyrie switching back in. I'm sorry, Valkyrie, but I mean, I'm probably a little bit too healthy for you to one-shot me, unless you critical hit me, which is a possibility. Also, I guess I could also just go into El Iguana. They can't flash on fully out. I don't care about metal type moves that much, and I could potentially underspeed them to go for a Flash and Flee back into Wresolen. Yeah, I think I'll try that. Okay, Valkyrie, what are you clicking? Metal Blast. Yep, I mean, that will do some decent damage to me, because, I mean, I don't resist that, but, I mean, I'm super, super bulky. I could actually go for a Thunderstrike here, but I'm kind of leaning more towards Flash and Flee, so I will click Flash and Flee. I'm just hoping this Valkyrie has a little bit of speed investments. Oh, they actually just go for the hard switch into Garbantas. Okay. I'm pretty sure this Flash and Flee will just knock it out then. So, nice. And I guess I'm gonna go into Wresolen. Might as well go into my very offensive Loomian, right? Because if it's a bad matchup, I have quite a few defensive switch-ins, so I don't really mind. And it is Valkyrie, yeah. Unless this is a boot user, I don't think there's any shot this thing is going to outspeed me, so easy Rogue Assault? I don't think this is the last Loomian, so what's the last one that I'm just blanking on? Pretty sure they had Zulongen's Thunder. You surely brought one of those, right? And, Metronet was... Is that the last one? That is the last one. I have got Blaze Punch. I don't know if I can take a hit low. However, since this is the last Loomian, I mean, I might as well just stay in and Blaze Punch it. However, I have got Icicle. I can baffle it, so my Wresolen could outspeed it. That is probably a really good idea. I'm going to go Eliguana first low, and then I'll Flash and Flee into my Icicle just to get on the field for free. Hopefully this is a good plan. And actually thinking about it, if my Wresolen doesn't outspeed it and get rid of it, I'm not entirely too sure how I'm going to beat Metronet. It might honestly reverse sweep me, which is not good. Okay, Metronet most likely goes for... Oh, it starts setting up. I could have just Blaze Punched it. Are you kidding me? Also, I just remembered, Metronet hasn't got a terrible melee defense that once it Soul Burst, so I actually might not be able to... I'm definitely not going to one-shot it. That's probably going to one-shot me, maybe, especially at +1. Yeah, but hey, I gotta go into my Icicle now, so I guess that's not the end of the world. It's pretty freaking bad, I'm not gonna lie. This is really... I did not bring anything for the Metronet. And I forgot Icicle Trap on my Icicle! No! Great! Okay, let's go for the Baffle. I would love to outspeed this thing. I think I can take that at +1. Pyrokinesis is a very, like, weak move, and I can actually take another one if I need to, so nice. Get the Baffle, love to see that. Do I go Gargolem now, just like start dealing more damage to it, just my Wresolen can get rid of it? That might be the play. And also I can try and like waste a little bit of their energy. They can't switch out, so Metronet isn't going to get its speed back at all, so this might be fine. And then I Empathize to try and get some of that health down, maybe? The Psycho Blast, that shouldn't one-shot me, right? Yeah. And because I'm really low on health, oh boy, I'm weakening that Metronet pretty nicely. We could probably go for another Empathize, but because I have health amulets, if they don't hit me this time, I think I'm actually giving them back a little bit of health, so I'm going to go for Mudslide. It's still damage, so I mean, better than nothing. They actually Pyro. I could have just Empathized again. Okay. I'll take it. And the Psycho Blast. They are running very low on energy low, so I am not going to complain. Also, I actually completely forgot. Metronet heals if it attacks me. Oops. Kinda forgot about that, not gonna lie. I think we have to go Wrestler now, right? I guess I could go Icicle and Ice Hammer it and make them Psycho Blast me or Pyrokinesis me just to waste the last little bit of energy, but I don't think it's gonna work. I think I have to go Wrestling here. I'm really praying Wrestling. I need some really big damage. I'll take a burn as well, I'm just saying. Oh, it's pretty good damage low. The only issue is they're about to get so much health back. Oh, they got so much health back. They got so much. This might be fine though. This might be fine. Icicle, I need a miracle. I need a miracle. I need you to, like, critical hit this turn, please. Please. It's good. If I can survive, I might get rid of it. Come on, Icicle. I believe, I believe, I believe. I believe. Come on. Oh, no, it healed just enough, I think. No! It healed just enough. Damn it. There's definitely a better way I could have played that, but, I mean, hey, I'll take it. It is literally the difference of, like, what, 5 health? Now, like, maybe 10 health? Damn it. Frick, I was so close. Okay, next up, let's try Boots Wresolen. And I'm not gonna lie, there's a few scary things for Wresolen, but I think we can work with what we have. Okay, same as always, let's get Gargolem in. I want some Bobs down. And thinking about it, they could definitely have entry hazard removal, but I think the only entry hazard removal is like, what, Sawch, which generally doesn't run it, or Snagoot? That might be it, I think. So I'm going to try and get some nice free barbs. And oh boy, there's my first layer. What does Dokkamori do? And just Icicle Trap? Yeah, that's fine. Can I get rid of that, actually? I don't think I brought a fire type, did I? Well, hey, good job I got Mudslide, am I right? Good job I got Mudslide. And we already know that I outspeed the Dokkamori, so if it wants to baffle, I'm gonna get rid of these Icicle Traps first, and actually do a decent amount of damage. I have a feeling, Glenn, that is melee defensive Dokkamori. Maybe Spinebreaker, I would assume. Anyway, let's go into Chienta. Not a big fan of you, not gonna lie. What do I switch into, Lo? You're definitely gonna go for an ice move, right? So... Wresolen? Wresolen, right? You're definitely gonna go for Ice Hammer or Frost Punch. Yep. Nice, easy switching. They should definitely know now that I am, Boots. I could actually go for Driving Porcelain, because there's no way they're gonna stay in right. It's definitely gonna be a switch out into... I wanna say Dokkamori. I'm just gonna throw off a Rogue Assault low. Light Dash. Oh. Okay. I'll take down Chienta. I'm not complaining about that. I'm really confused by that, but at the same time, I'll take it. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why they did that. They could just switch Dokkamori in. But okay. Anyway, Zulong is switching in. Unless this is a Boots Zulong, I'm pretty sure I just outspeed, so... I'm gonna click it again, and yeah, Zulong should just go down. Nice. I gotta say, I definitely prefer Boots Wresolen, but I feel like generally non-Boots Wresolen is probably better, because you can also click all of your coverage moves at once. I just prefer Boots, okay? I just like my Boot users. Although, yeah, this Wresolen buff was definitely a mistake. Like, given it just Rogue Assault, or the Elemental Punches would have probably been fine. Given it both of them, not my smartest decision. We'll say that. But here we always go Iliguana. I've got Prismatic as my ability, so I don't care about Flare. I don't care about Fade Away, I don't care about Flash and Flee, and Fire Breath I also resist. So yeah, you're definitely not going to stay in, so I'm going to Flash and Flee. Actually, did they have a plant type? I don't think so. Okay, they do go for the withdraw into Sawchi, don't care. Sawchi has no melee defense, so we could try and go back into Wresolen and just like punch it. I don't know if that's a good idea, Lou. I'm not gonna lie. I think I'll go Leviatros because I have Mega Chomp. Just a little bit more safe, okay? Just a little bit safer. But yeah, I'm just gonna click Mega Chomp. Do not care, Sawchi. You're going straight down. And also, Land Torch can't switch in, so... yeah. Do I actually outspeed Land Torch? I actually don't remember. It's been a while since I've really, like, had to worry about one specifically. And Dokkamori. Wait, is it just Dokkamori and Land Torch? It is. Okay. Nice. I'm gonna go into my Gargolem and yeah, I think I'm just gonna click Mudslide twice. They go for Venom. Not even baneful. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for Mudslide and just do some pretty good damage. Alantar still doesn't want to switch in, and Dokamaru is gonna lose like, what, 1/3 of its health, so yeah. Oh, they make the pretty risky decision to switch Alantar in. Even though Gargolem defense doesn't have much attack, it's a Lantorch. It is quite literally made of paper, so yeah. Do I think I could live a hit from Lantorch? Of course I can! We're talking about Gargolem defense! Oh, it does not a lot of damage. That did not do that much. Also, I guess actually, it wasn't do or die. What was the... Oh, it was Wildfire, I think. So maybe it wasn't a boot user. Maybe it wasn't. I'm going to try and hard switch in Wresolen here. This might be a mistake, though. Well, I mean, yeah, that Zulong was not having a good time. Switched in just to take a Rogue Assault to the face. Yeah, I still don't completely understand why they did that instead of going Dokamaru. I'm assuming this is melee tanker. I can't see why not. They go for Venom Charm. I mean, I should be able to tank that low. Never mind. Actually, no. Dokamaru is like, what, 101 melee attack? I fumbled that. There was no way I was gonna live that. There was no way I was gonna live that. Okay, well, it's fine. We got Gargolem. I can just Mudslide twice, and we are so good here. I actually kind of am a little bit curious to see if it actually is a sponge or not, because if I hit it with Driving Force, it should put poison barbs on my side of the field, so we could test that, but I don't think it's really worth it. I think we should just get rid of Dokamaru here and claim our win. Nice. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's our last Loomian, right? Did I forget any? No, I did not. Yeah. Nice. And jumping into the set slot, we're running 200 melee attack TPs with a brawny personality to hit as hard as possible, the 200 speed TPs with a nimble personality will let us be as fast as possible, 40 energy TPs at level 50 will give us a total of 240 energy, which will let us use 4 rogue assaults, or we could substitute one of those rogue assaults for a bulk up and a punch, and then we have 60 health TPs as leftovers. For the held item, we're going to want something to increase our damage output, like an Essence, Shell, or Power Cuss, if we can afford it, which for me, I'm going to be going with the Brawler Essence, because 99 times out of 100, we're going to be clicking Rogue Assault. Then for the ability, we're running the secret ability Ace, which will raise our stab damage from 25% to 100%, so yeah, we're going to be doing a lot of freaking damage. With stab moves specifically. And then finally for the moves, we're running Rogue Assault as our strongest move option, Bulk Up will let us set up to break through some more bulkier Loomians, and then we have Blaze Punch and Frost Punch as coverage, although you could switch one of these for Electro Punch depending on what you want to hit. Then for the boot set, we're running 200 melee attack TPs with a very brawny personality to hit as hard as possible, the 200 speed TPs will then let us be as fast as possible, the 40 energy TPs at level 50 will give us a total of 240 energy, which will let us use 4 rogue assaults, and then the 60 health TPs are leftovers. For the held item, we're running specialty boots to outspeed a lot of Loomians and just threaten them with huge damage. Then for the ability, we're running the secret ability Ace, which will raise our stab damage from 25% to 100%, so yeah, big damage. And then finally for the moves, we're running Rogue Assault as our strongest move option, then we have Blaze Punch and Frost Punch as our coverage options, and then my last move option is going to be Driving Force, which might seem like a weird pick, however, it can force out potential checks or counters if we predict them switching in, while still dealing pretty big damage to them, although if you want even more coverage, you could just switch this out for Electro Punch as well.